Think about the last time you opened Excel or Google Sheets. You didn't just get raw numbers. You got rows, you got columns, and you got headings that gave those data a meaning. Now imagine that you're getting some CSV file with 10,000 rows of survey results. If you load that into NumPy, all you get is a huge block of numbers. Fast, yes, but they're impossible to work with. That's where Pandas comes in. It gives your data labels and names and structure so that you can work with your data like humans, not like computers. It builds on NumPy, but it gives you labels and tables so that you can work with them as if you would with a spreadsheet or with a database, and it makes it so much easier to work with some real data sets. Pandas has two main data structures, series and data frames. Let's see what that looks like. As we started with NumPy, the first thing we need to do is to make sure that we are importing the library because it's a third-party library here, not something that's built into the Python language. And then over here, let me go ahead and do a equal pd.series. And to create a series, you just provide your data. Let me make sure that this is a Python cell. So it pretty much looks like NumPy arrays, so you may question what's the point of this. Well, here I can actually provide something called index, and in that index I can provide so it pretty much looks like NumPy arrays, so you may question what's the point of this. Well, one of the nice features that we can do here is that I can provide an index, and here I could say this is apples, this is bananas, and this is peaches. And if I run this, it allows me to refer to my elements here not by position but by their label. So I could do something like get me A at position apple, and if I run this, it will return a NumPy integer of 64 bits and the value of it is 10. So this is actually where you can see that it does use NumPy under the hood here. If I wrap this in a print, you'll just get the value itself without the NumPy stuff there. Now, the other data type that we have in Pandas is data frames. Data frame is more like a table, so it's more like a spreadsheet. So I could do data frame equal pandas.data frame, and here I can provide names, and this is going to be my values for that column. And I can also provide another column, so let's call it scores. And now if I print that out, we get a data frame or a table of all the data that we just created here. So here Pandas gave us human-friendly labels for our data structures here. So instead of our NumPy nested arrays, where you have to think about what each of those arrays mean, here you can actually see them as a data structure that you can work with. And you can instantly know what each of those data means. So you want to think about your series as if they were columns in your data frame, and a data frame is basically a table of all the columns that you have. Next, we'll create and explore Pandas series a little bit more closely.